the basic strokes. Now, the notion of moving into the court. Let's say that this is a single sideline on a court, okay? If the ball is short and low, one of the preferred, not the only one, but one of the preferred ways to get to that ball is if I take, and it's going to be a short ball, and I perceive it short, I'm going to go in like this. I want to go in the off foot so I can already set my racket on a turner. So I want to kind of be like that. I don't want to go in with this foot because then I got to turn after. So if I go in with this foot and I set up like that, one of the really good ways to get there in a hurry is just do a forward crossover. So I can do, Tyler Sutter does quite often. So being able to do that front crossover. Now what that sets up well for is what we call a left-left. If the ball is low, I now don't want to be caught where I'm stepping with this foot and hitting. I want to be able to hit off my left foot and then continue in or catch my balance and come back. So teaching a left-left is like this. And then I cross over and recover back. So I can go into a shorter ball attacking, decide to come back or decide to continue forward. So we teach left-left. We teach as well right-right. The same thing on my backhand. Watch. So cross over, right-right, and then go in or come back. If we're moving back on a ball, so if the ball's going to be deep, let's say, we want to teach the child if it's on their forehand, again, to open the body to set their racket so it relates to all the other stuff we're doing. And now from here I can do a crossover, hit off the back foot, recover back in. So if you watch the good players, there's a lot of times when they're pushed back, they have to hit off their back foot. Why not teach the children right away to learn to do that? It's not I'm telling you to have them back up. On the contrary, we want them to hold the court and learn all that, but we'd be silly not to give them the skills of that as well. It's kind of like you only teach your child to drive offensively, or do you give them defensive driving tips as well when they're 15 years old learning to drive? We want them to learn to drive defensively. Well, when we play, we want them to learn when they got to give up the court, when they have to hit off the back foot. So if we relate this to the USDA high performance, the player development, they do their X drill, and the X drill would look like this. So, hand feeding, let's say Jose here is feeding me, I may have to move in on a short ball, this, like that, and then he's going to push me back on my backhand like that, and I'll flip home, I come back in, then he's going to throw one on the boom, I come in, that's how they do it, shuffle that, and then he pushes me back the next time. So you can see I'm doing a variety of balls. Maybe we do 6 balls. We also do a wide ball. I do a short, a wide, and a deep, and we mix up those patterns. So all this movement can be learned and absorbed by the child in this first half-hour period where we do the training. So, like the 5 shots, it can look like this. So we would do a series where the child does, a left-left, they come in, step out volley, boom, flip, step out volley, they grab and back, and they do a second overhead back. So sequence all that stuff, put it together, because that's how you build patterns. And it's easy to tie that into partner feeding, where the kids feed each other, and they actually see if they can, with their partner, be successful in all 5 shots. And that would be an outcome goal, see if you can make all 5 shots. Do your approach, do your 2 volleys, and hit your 2 overheads, kind of thing. Now, is that really possible? Remember, this is not just a rec level 10 and under. I've shown you some stuff from as we were introducing new kids to it, to this kind of stuff, the kids are actually pretty good. But if you wait till they're good before you introduce it, you're not going to get good at it. You've got to introduce it early, so they go through the shaping process, and over time, as I said, the 6-year-old is going to look awkward. You want to know what a 6-year-old looks like when they do this? Like they're clumsy to their feet, they don't know what their racket's doing. That's okay. It really is. Because they learn visually, repetitively, and it keeps getting better. How many of you stood and watch a child grow? You're going to get bored. But if you measure them, and then come back, 6 months later and measure them again, there's going to be some change there. This is very much the same way with their learning. Does this stuff make sense? Okay, so anyway, that's kind of a pitch for the notion of movement.